2, 1, and go. You're fucking live on there. And boy, we got a treat for you motherfuckers tonight. Uh, we're gonna revisit this common sense. What do they call it? Hold on a minute. Let me get back over here where I got it right. That way I don't misquote it. Common sense, Freedom of Press Control Act, I believe, is what they called this dumb son of a bitch. Anyway, it's by Senator Dam out of Oklahoma, and I'm gonna read this off, and then we'll just get into some questions, and we'll see if you lovely scholars out there can figure out who our special super secret panel guest is and whatnot. So here we go. An act relating to the media outlets creating the Common Sense Freedom of Press Control Act, providing short title, stating purposes, required license for certain individuals and companies, providing requirements for licensures, defining terms, promulgation of rules, authorizing corporations commission to provide licensures, and provide an effective date. Meaning they're setting up the tax window to sell you your license for your First Amendment right. It says to be it enacted by the people of the state of Oklahoma, Section 1, new law. A new section of the law to be codified in Oklahoma statutes as Section 208 of Title 17, unless there's a created duplication numbering. This act shall be known and cited as Common Sense Freedom of Press Control Act. To ensure the safety of the general public and avoid potential abuse of the freedom of the press. Abuse of freedom of the press. Any media outlet that includes opinions at any time in its print, broadcast, or other means of distribution shall do each of the following before any article, stories, opinion, news, videos, or other media are distributed to the public. Number 1, each individual reporter, producer, writer, editor, or any other employee involved in the production of content distribution by a media outlet is hereby required to A. Complete a criminal background check conducted by the Oklahoma State Bureau of Investigations. B. Receive a license as prescribed by the Corporation Commission as provided in subsection C of this section. C. This is a fucking kicker. C. Complete a propaganda-free safety training course of no less than 8 hours is prescribed by the State Department of Education, which shall be developed in coordination with Prager University. Provide proof of liability insurance no less than $1 million and submit to a quarterly drug test for illicit substances to be administered by the Oklahoma State Bureau of Investigation. Wow. Each company, including parent companies, media groups that owns media outlet, employees, individuals required to submit to the provisions in paragraph 1, which is what we just read of this section, and are also required all employees to complete a propaganda-free training course of no less than 8 hours, receive license by the Corporation Commission, provide proof of liability of no less than $50 million. Now, this is big meeting, local networks and national networks. Provide a prominent disclaimer before each presentation that says, warning, this entity is known to provide propaganda. Consuming propaganda may be detrimental to your health and the health of the Republic. Only video opinion shall be required to provide the disclaimer provided for each subparagraph D of 2 of this subsection. But on the thing, they'll have to run at the bottom of the screen for the duration of the program. is used in this section. Media outlets shall mean national broadcaster. Video opinion programs means presentation consistently containing opinion rather than originating from a definite source of information such as the View. Opinion, okay. The corporation shall promulgate rules necessary to implement the license required to the media outlets. A license pursuant to paragraph 1 for an individual private, $290 for 5 years. For a corporation, $85 for a 10-year license. Hold on. Yeah. $580 for 10 years for the individual. License pursuant paragraph 2, fee of $250,000 renewed annually for the bigger ones. This act shall become effective November 1st, 2024. I believe this was the first time it was read was January the 17th of 2024 at 4:51 p.m. Now, Mr. Scholar, what is your opinion on any of this, all of this?
Well, my question was, so are you saying that it's already passed, according to what I was reading?
That's what it looks like. It looks like that they didn't vote on it, and that it just passed, and it's going to go into effect November the 1st of this year.
Yeah, because I don't recall anything like that coming up. So normally, doesn't the state representative and them have to pass a bill before it actually? Now, this is the Oklahoma State doing this. Is that correct, isn't it?
Yes. It's state of Oklahoma, Senator Dam. And,
yeah.
And like I said, from what's up, Joe Cool? How you doing, brother? Good to see you. Hot. How you doing? I'm sorry I didn't see chat. I was on the other screen reading this off. But how do we feel about this? But yes, from what I can see, it's already passed in. It's been accepted, hadn't been voted against. Let's see. Let me come over to this.
Well, if that bill is passed and it does go into law on November 1st of this year, that's going to cause a lot of issues for, the auditors that are out there doing cop watches. It's also going to cause, issues for the media outlets. Have we heard anything about anybody filing an appeal to that bill?
I have not myself. I just caught wind of this. About 3 to 4 days before I done the first video about this. And let's see, I got to stop sharing the screen. But what kind of issues and, do you see it as an infringement? How do you take the propaganda statements?
Absolutely. To me, it's against the freedom of speech. I don't know. Like I said, I can't imagine that some media outlets haven't got together to file an appeal for that bill. I just, because that's going to cause a lot of issues, for CBS, ABC, NBC.
Mm-hmm. And it sounds like that words, according to this guy, that words hurt. That if I agree that there's a difference in shouting fire in a movie theater, or being slanderous or spiteful or whatever. Slanderous, untrue shit. But and people have to be accountable for what they put out. But by the same token, the government makes mistakes in their information outlets. That's human nature, but it seems like that they're trying to hold people accountable for the words hurting somebody else's feelings.
Well, and yeah, that's what it sounds like to me. That obviously there's been some issues. You know, maybe some auditor filmed the senator and hurt his feelings. He got butt hurt, and so he decided to get a bill pushed through. But I watch the news every day, and I don't recall the news media saying anything about a bill that had been passed. Those guys write, hundreds of bills a year, and most of them don't get through,
Right.
You think that we would have heard something here in Oklahoma. You think we would have heard something about this bill.
Well, I would have thought that we would have heard some other senators and lawmakers and some of these commercial news outlets, newspaper writers, hollering for a rope in the nearest fucking tree. To me, this seems like treason and direct violation of the Constitution that he swore to, uphold. Now he's writing laws against it.
Yeah, like Joe Cool just made a statement that, that shit's totally unconstitutional. He said he's going to be the first person in Oklahoma to come to law.
You'll have to beat me in a foot race, Joe Cool.
That might even bring old Andrew out from hiding.
Andrew Tate?
That might bring Andrew. That might bring Mr. Not Now, Maybe Later out from hiding.
Oh, I don't think that guy's around anymore. I think he disappeared. They just like a fart in the wind.
Fart in the wind.
I mean to tell you. But Joe, I'll damn sure be right there with you. And it's Senator or Representative Dam, D-A-H-M. Let me get back over here on this here.
The only thing I've seen lately on the news, locally anyway, was there was some protesters out in front of one of the senator's house over in Tulsa, and they were protesting his home.
I may have to. And he's a senator?
Yeah, he's a senator that lives over there in Tulsa, and they the local news station, Griffin Communication, which is News on 6, there in Tulsa, and they were out there filming and talking to the protesters. And I'm trying to recall exactly what the protest was, but yeah, they were saying, you should have seen the house his senator lived in. Oh my God.
I'm sure it was raggedy because they don't make no money. They're public employees.
Yeah. I mean, all gated in, rock gated. I mean, beautiful home over there in Tulsa.
He probably voted for an open border though, but he's got him a wall in a gated community.
Yeah, it makes you wonder how, the senator gets paid, what, $165,000 a year?
Something like that.
A house like that. Of course, I'm not sure totally, but it seemed like I recall it was like 165 or something.
That sounds right to me. But they leave office 3 or 15 years later, billionaires.
Yeah, that's Nancy Pelosi. Of course, I'm a Democrat, but Nancy Pelosi, they said her salary, I think, was around $165,000 a year. And then when she left as Speaker of the House, that her net worth was $123 million. Now, if you calculate that up over the 30 years she was there, I believe the math doesn't add up.
No, not there at all. I wonder why somebody tried to beat her husband's brains out with a fucking claw hammer. Don't make good sense, does it?
$123 million net worth.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it is. It's crazy.
Well, from what I can see here off of the Oklahoma State Legislative site, the first time this thing was read in chambers or presented to them was February the 5th of this year. What? 25.
February 5th of
first reading.
Yeah, that's saying
Well,
the
they're
first
not.
reading.
Okay, so it hadn't even been presented to them yet.
Yeah, see, that's what I was a little
missed-
confused on. That's
Well, me too.
Yeah, because it shows there that the first reading is going to be February 5th of 2024, and then it shows the author of who it is, and then they're going to have a second reading, referred business, and a conference on it. So it looks to me now, based on what
That's referred to business and commerce. So to me, it looks
Right.
like they've already got a plan to pass it and set it up to get the business end of it set up.
Yeah. Of course, now the first reading, I would think, I mean, like I said, I mean, I'm not a scholar by any means, but I would think that the first reading would be a presentation that Senator Dam is presenting to the Senate.
Yeah.
So,
but it's already out there. I mean, from what I could tell, what I read a while ago is, in a nutshell, what he's presenting. And they're calling for it to go. And see, it used to be if they voted something into law, it had to wait 9 or 10 months to go into effect.
Right. Well, me taking a look at this, like I said, it looks to me, I'm taking it as his first reading. He's got the bill together and that he's going to present it to the Senate on February 5th.
Right.
And then the Senate would have to vote on it in order for it to pass.
Yes. And it'd have to be a majority. I cannot understand. They called what happened January 6th an insurrection or whenever it was a deal with Trump. What the fuck is this? What the fuck is this? Is my question. I mean, just
like Joe Cool just said, it appears they're going to read it on the 5th and then present it on the 6th.
Yes. And but the way they've got it already set up for
yeah, when you were reading it there, I mean, as I was going through it with you, I mean, it appeared that the bill had already passed.
Nathan Dam has been a member. Hold on, let me come back to StreamYard.
Nathan Dam is out of Broken Arrow, and I believe he's been a senator since 2011. 12. Yeah.
And well,
and he is a Republican.
Well, you're gonna vote Republican, so you know that's the only way to go instead of them Democrats.
I don't know this year. President elections coming.
Here is his info, Senator Dam. We need 33rd district since 12. Prior to holding office, Dam was a missionary in Romania and was a Tea Party activist in Tulsa. 41. Let's see. Right here is what we need. Right here. Let me let me get this one up. Is that it? It is. Okay. I'm sure we're. All right. This is the senator's info at the Capitol, his office number, all of his information there. Call this motherfucker. There's his email. Dem at oksenate.gov. His homepage is oksenate.gov. Senator Nathan Dem. Yeah, let's light this son of a bitch up.
He's the senator that back in, what was it, 2018 or 2019, when we held that rally over in Broken Arrow? That's
Yes.
his district. That's his district.
And
Yeah.
Joe, you're absolutely right. Right hand, left hand, wing. It's all part of the same body. They might have a different function, distraction, but they're all working for the same body that has the same ultimate agenda. So, absolutely, Joe Cool. Couldn't have said it better myself. So, yeah. Now then, let me, I'll just leave his stuff sitting there. Well, now, what I was getting at, they called that an insurrection, January 6th. This dude, when he becomes senator, if I'm not mistaken, don't they swear an oath to the Constitution and blah, 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 blah.
Absolutely.
And
like
so how is this? How could somebody carry this into an elected legislative office to something he swore his life to protect and to live and die by, and take this and present it towards the same lawmakers that are supposed to be protecting the same constitutions and rights, and something that's in direct bastardizing violation? I mean, if this was Germany a few years ago, and we had a little dude with a funny mustache up there, and somebody brought something like this in direct confrontation of his extermination process, they would have been exterminated for treason. So to me, it takes a lot of gall, or they're just so comfortable doing for themselves and nobody else that they don't care. So,
yeah, I don't know. Have you ever bought an Oklahoma law book and look at all the laws that are on the books?
Well, I am familiar with the one that if I am married on Sunday at noon, I can beat my wife with the switch that's no bigger than 7/8 of an inch, and that is no longer than 22 inches long.
Under the Oklahoma law, speaking of Sunday, that if you cuss and say, for instance, you use the 4-letter word, you can be fined $25 per letter in the words that you use on Sunday.
I didn't know that. I knew that there was one that said if you used any vulgar language in front of a lady or a child under 14 years old, that you could be fined and or jailed.
Right. Yep.
So
yeah, it's amazing some of the laws, and then they implement a law, and then they have so many amendments to that law. It's overwhelming. Of course, nowadays things are a lot easier. Back in my day, we had to buy books. Nowadays, you can just open up your computer or your phone and find out, pretty much what you want.
Well, the thing is, like what it was saying in that deal, has to be codified. They have a codified deal, but they say that what's codified ain't necessarily what's law, but the law is what's codified. So they use that as an oxymoron against itself, just like the Freedom of Press Control Act. So
Well,
go ahead.
Go ahead. I was just going to say, if this bill does pass, it's going to raise a lot of issues. It's going to cause a lot of issues for people.
Well, now, Joe, you were here for this conversation too when we about 2 years ago about the law that they passed about doxing public officials and whatnot. And even though it's not the law that you can't film cops or public officials in the course of their duties, shortly thereafter, I had to get some paperwork and shit on that arrest of mine. And they put in there, just for your information, it is against the law, to film and blah, 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 blah. Well, that shit slid too easy. And, that was, testing the waters type deal. Now they're going for it all.
I was watching a clip the other day on YouTube, and an auditor was out in the hallway of a courtroom, and the rule was, or policy or whatever it was, you could not film in the courtroom. And yes. it was very specific that you could not film in the courtroom. And of course, a couple of the police officers got butthurt, and they arrested the auditor.
Right.
Even though he says it's right there on the wall. It shows you cannot in the courtroom.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't say anything about the hallway, public places, or public spaces. Well, and they went ahead and they arrested him anyhow.
Yeah, but they don't care because it ain't coming out of their pocket. Exactly. Joe, you said he should be kicked out of office. I say he should be hung by his neck till he's dead, just like old Judge Parker would say, for treason. Now, if a private citizen brought this bill or whatever and presented it, would be one thing. This guy's not a private citizen. He's not allowed to have that opinion when it goes into direct violation and confrontation with our First Amendment. And like I said, he might as well put on that bill, I'm a snowflake pussy and your words hurt my fucking feelings, so pay me. And Joe, you're welcome to come up if you want to, brother.
Yeah, come on up, Joe. I'll be right back in about 30 seconds. Hold on.
All right, then. Now I just got a alert while ago, and I hope I didn't lose it. Where did I tell you that it was that news story just come in about the Oklahoma cop that got fired? Was it Shawnee?
Had to go get the hard stuff. Pepsi.
Was it Shawnee that I was reading that other article on about a cop getting fired?
I didn't catch that. Do what now?
Earlier, that other story I was reading earlier when we was talking, was that Shawnee where it said that
Pottawatomie County? Sheriff, yeah.
Yeah, Shawnee. And apparently, this story busted out on the November 10th of last year.
Right.
Was fired after a recent arrest following an investigation alleging criminal activities. On Friday, Shawnee Police Department officials said they worked closely with Pottawatomie County Sheriff's Office and District Attorney to investigate allegations of criminal activities of an officer. The investigation led to the arrest of Gary Moore, according to the news release. He was booked into the county jail. Online records show that he was booked on account of possession with intent to distribute. Police said Moore was fired from the department. The Shawnee Police Department requires officers to abide by a high ethical moral standard that is consistent with the rule of law they are sworn to uphold. Shawnee Police Department officials said in the news release. That whole story's funny to me, especially the last part where they're like, well, we expect them to, we hold them to a higher standard.
Right. Did you see about 2 or 3 weeks ago that the what was going on down in Okmulgee County, down in Okmulgee, Oklahoma?
I did not. Yeah. What happened?
One of the jailers that worked there, because we have the tribal police now because of Oklahoma, right?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know the whole story to it, but the jailer, if I remember correctly, had a warrant issued for his arrest. Well, he worked in the jail for the Okmulgee County there. And so the tribal police went to his place of business, which was the Okmulgee County Jail, to arrest him. And, well, that wasn't going to happen. A fight broke out because the Okmulgee, it was the Okmulgee City Jail, I believe. And then the sheriff's department showed up, tribal police. There was 30, 40 squad cars out there everywhere. Oklahoma State Highway Patrol, they were all there. And, the tribal police is starting to step up to where, they're starting to have more authority. Actually, they do have more than our local police and sheriff's departments.
Actually, by the Treaty of 1883 or 1887, the one that they finally said that they were honoring in Oklahoma, everything from the Arkansas state line basically to the damn near a north-south line that starts at Oklahoma City, everything west or east of Oklahoma City back north to south is all Indian land. Technically, nobody except for the tribal police have any jurisdiction in them lands. Technically, by the treaty and all that shit. So, because you fuck up on Indian land, you're fucking up.
Well, according to that, even where I live at, is Indian land. Do we really own? Do we own our property? Do we own our homes?
Do you have colloidal title to them things? Then no, you don't. Oh, there's Joe Cool. Sorry, didn't see you come up, brother.
Hey, Joe, how you doing?
I got
there you go. That's good, guys.
Sorry, brother. How you doing, man?
I'm doing well, man. And you guys are killing it. I'm thinking of ways to steal your shit as we speak. I just went and told Liberty Freak. He's like, send me the link. I'm sitting at the Pikes Peak.
Yeah, this you don't have to steal it. I put it out there for everybody, brother.
Oh my goodness, this guy should lose his job immediately. Freedom of the press by definition. Anyone who gathers information with intent to disseminate to the public, stop it, dog. Stop it. It's trying to steal my fucking weed, yo. Is the press. So Oklahoma will now be redefining press and determining what's press. And according to them, you must be, in order to be press, you got to pass drug program, background check, submit some shit, and be okayed by the government, and take an 8-hour class on misinformation. Propaganda. Thank you. That's the word.
propaganda.
That's crazy talk, bro.
And I thought I thought it was insane that they said you have to take a propaganda class on propaganda.
So yes, we have to teach you the right way to propagandize shit. You know, you might do it incorrectly. You got to do it like mainstream media, like legacy media does it.
Right.
So it
And
makes no.
when ideas are like drafted into bills to go for law, or somebody disseminating a story that shows their own ideas,
Right.
uh, ain't
Then
that
what?
what the lawmakers and the government is doing? You know, but and don't they
Yes.
say that open mind and sharing ideas is growth?
That's what they say. However, if it depends, right? If I wanted to say the police are terrorists, or what's the other one, or sovereign citizens because they don't think the laws apply to them, now it's misinformation. If you steal from people and do these things, lock people up, kidnap somebody, you can be called a terrorist and a kidnapper and shit. But if the police do it and you call them, it's misinformation. If you come up with some shit there, Joe, I'm telling you, you want to cure your cold, mix some alcohol and some vinegar together. Now you're for misinformation, pretend to be a doctor or something. But some doctor can give you some shit that kills you 80 times over, and it's not misinformation.
Or poison? It's good for you.
Yeah, yes, poison you slowly. It's good for you because they went through the 8 hours of propaganda training, which would have been MIT, Harvard, wherever the fuck they went to school at. This is good shit, bro.
Yeah, that's some crazy shit. But see, I mean, I know you say you feel like he ought to lose his job. To
Yeah.
me, uh, this bill wouldn't even be here if we followed the laws on the book when it comes to this shit.
Right.
Uh,
Meaning what? What do we do? Meaning what? Meaning the senator never presents it, or we give him shit when he does.
no, we hang him for being a fucking traitor
Better
because
watch
it
it.
says,
Better watch what you say now.
yeah,
You might be up
hey,
there
no,
doing
the law. Hey, it's all right.
invented an Eric
I'll
Green.
take it.
You
Uh,
say that's a legal remedy, is to
yeah, that's the law on the books. When you violate or conspire to violate under the color of the law, all right, you can get all the way up to a $10,000 fine and either a year
yes.
or 10 years in jail and or death.
Yes, that's
Okay. There's also other laws on the book that says when any officer of the court knowingly and willingly tries to violate somebody's rights or the law in an open court of law, they are to be taken from that court to the nearest main intersection, hung by the fucking neck, and left for 3
is
days
that Title
until
18 too,
reminded.
or something different?
I believe it is titled in with Title 18, Joe. I
Yeah.
believe.
Yeah.
Um,
The other two you mentioned
no,
under Title
this
18, conspiracy to
them.
deprive.
Yes.
Yeah.
Um, the other one I'm talking about is in what is it, criminal procedure or criminal law or whatever,
Yeah.
something along however they word it there. Uh,
Yeah.
but uh, but yeah, they're supposed to be hung by the neck from the nearest main intersection and
Yeah.
left for 3 days as a warning to any other would-be pirate or traitor.
The first one,
So
Title 18, Section 242 B or C, says the same thing. If it's a small crime, you pay monetarily, but a big crime, it can be up to prison or death. Yeah. And they
yeah.
tell you if it's a big felony, yeah, you're supposed to kill them niggas.
Well, see, when it comes to a judge or a lawyer or even a bailiff of the court, if it's done in an open court and that court calls that individual out, they skip going to jail, a trial, and everything else. They are to be hung then. Then,
Yeah, I gotta
you
see
know,
that one.
and um,
I'm rolling the
it,
blunt. I'm not ignoring you.
no, it's all good, brother.
All
But
right.
my feeling is if we inflicted 18 on a few of these motherfuckers.
It was 7 straight.
Rodney
Yeah.
King being a great place to start, if not well back before that with Martin
Right.
Luther and
Right.
all that. But
Right.
were they all them LA cops would have been executed and found guilty the way they should have been and should have been executed for what they done to that man by the
And we
law?
never have a George Floyd incident. We
No.
avoid all of that shit, right? If you kill the
we'll-
first motherfuckers, right?
Yeah, if you hold the
Yeah.
law, the standard that they're supposed to be held to, if we held their feet to the fire on that shit and we hung a few of these motherfuckers when they stepped out of line like it calls for, these motherfuckers wouldn't be stepping out of line the way they are.
You got an argument. Let me ask you about this. Chili was talking about that he was saying that auditors, I was trying not to make myself part of it, but he is saying that auditors are ignorant and dumb and watch too many videos. If we say you should end qualified immunity, it does nothing. It's a dumb request. What do you think about that? What do y'all think about that?
I think they're protecting their fucking own asses, and it's bullshit, because if they were accountable for their actions the way they hold us accountable, they wouldn't do this shit.
Yeah.
Oh, man. What do you think?
I think, yes, if we end qualified immunity, let's say it's gone across the board, that in itself does nothing. But once we start making videos about how I'm driving this cop's car, how I got his 86 Benz, his 92 Jag, suddenly now fucking these niggas gonna stop doing dumb shit. I just think it's logical.
Yes. And
Oh man, you got 2 open and we're getting an echo.
Uh-oh. Hold on. I'll get it.
I can't. No, you had one come in. I wasn't sure if you had left and had to go to another. Oh, he'll come back. I kicked the one.
Yeah.
Apparently, he wanted to stay on when it started.
I kicked the wrong one.
Yeah,
I hear that shit.
but I mean, don't they say that punishment is a deterrent? Ain't that the reason we got brothers across this nation sitting in the pen for smoking?
Languishing in jail for pot and not
Right.
paying their alimony or whatever the fucking shit's called.
Right. Well, you know,
Child support.
yeah, I come across a deal the other day talking about child support, and right there in the bill it said this is not for the benefit of the child or the custodial parent. It is for the benefit of the state. Any interest or arrears and all that goes to the state. They take a handling fee.
I saw that recently. Somebody else was giving that same argument. I was unaware that yes, it's not about, even if the mom say she don't want it, you still got to pay because that money goes to the state.
Yes. Welcome back, old man.
And no echo this time, but we don't even hear a voice yet.
Roll.
Yeah, am I echoing though?
No,
No.
we got you. You're back.
You come in on another device or twice on your computer. Well, I thought you'd left on one, and I had added the other one, and your mic started cross feeding. So, but anyway, what do you think on them being accountable under the law, and a few of them hung for their treasonous acts? Oh man,
Oh man, fell again. He dropped
Oh,
again.
what's up?
He dropped off again. I guess he'll be back.
Oh, Trunk Monkey saying hi.
What's good, Chuck Monkey? Been forever. Good to see you, Chuck Monkey.
Sorry about
Oh, no.
Fucking up the show, old man. You better get some mic.
It gets better internet. You're fucking up the show, old man.
I'm doing my best, man. I'm doing my best.
Right. Take it easy.
Well, I was trying to switch over from, the phone to the laptop,
Yeah.
and with that, it caused an issue.
We too old for this shit, man. I swear technology is the bane of my existence, bro.
I mean to tell you, brother, I don't know what I'd do without it, but I can't stand the shit.
I know, man. I hate to even make an new email to fucking to make something occur, man. But I couldn't live without it, man. I literally make my living off this crap.
Right. Right.
I was out there working now. I'm editing and shit, and I had recorded something for the upcoming vid. And said I'm gonna take a break and see who's live, and I see you talking about that shit. I had to rewind it, and no fucking way this shit's real. I screenshot it. No way this shit's real.
Crazy as hell, brother.
Yeah, I'm gonna look him up, man. That's insane. That's like if a senator, let's say he comes from down south to make it even worse, and he proposes a bill to make blacks 3/5 human or take it back to where black people have to get less money, kind of some indentured servitude or something. How come, the uproar immediately he got to lose his job against trying to kill a constitution? The people should come up in an uproar. I mean, if it's anti-constitutional, these guys will sell anything if they think it will raise the fervor and the emotion of the audience, and they seem to get away with it, whether it's constitutional or immoral. It doesn't seem to matter. You play on someone's heartstrings, like say some guy goes into a grocery store and he stabs somebody with a knife. They would use it to play, no logic or anything. They would use it to play on the heartstrings. That could have been a child. We got to outlaw knives, and they will fucking play on your fucking heartstrings, whether it's logical, moral, it don't matter. The politicians suck cock, bro.
Anything that they can do to sway one to their agenda,
Yes.
no
Yes.
matter the right or wrong in it. And that's the reason I've said 1,000 times over. Laws are not writ on the on paper; they're writ on the hearts of men. We know
Yes.
what's right and wrong, and
Yes.
you know, and
Did you see? Ouch! Did you see? Oh wow! I got a what do you call that? A goat head from being outside. I'm out here in the desert. You get these big ass fucking goat head thorns, man. These motherfuckers. Where's my camera? Brutal.
oh, I know, but hey, I grew up in South Texas, brother.
Yes,
Goat heads
Texas
were a
has them.
constant
Yes.
companion. You want me to tell you what's worse than a goat head?
What?
Hauling ash across a damn field and step on a horny toad. You ever seen a horny? Have you ever seen a horny toad?
a frog?
No,
No,
a
it's
horny
actually
toad is a
horny.
lizard that has spikes from the top of his eyelids to his asshole, bro.
Have you stepped on one before?
Oh, dude,
Yeah.
yeah, I've stepped on hundreds of them.
I used to play with them when I was a kid here in Oklahoma.
Are they prickly?
Yeah,
They
dude,
get-
they're worse than a goat head. And hey, something cool about them, Joe. One of their defense mechanisms, their main one, is to
Squirt the shit out the
blood.
eye.
Yeah,
I
squirt
seen
blood.
that. Yes.
Yeah.
It's crazy. I've seen lizards out here, but nothing like that. And they're tiny right out here. I've seen
Well-
like little small lizards.
The biggest one I've ever seen was about the size of my hand.
Yeah. And they're fast, yo. And we got rattlesnakes. We killed 2 rattlesnakes so far this summer. Coyotes
Did you eat 'em?
are out here. No, we didn't eat them. Stop it.
Oh, dude.
I was from Chicago. I was scared to death, and I had to crawl under the house and find a damn thing. I was scared to death. I ain't gonna bullshit you. Tarantulas. We got tarantulas. Go outside, and the fucking tarantula crawling up the side of the fucking door.
Wait till you see hundreds of them crawling across the road, bro.
I've heard
Oh,
about
man.
the migration. I haven't seen it, but they migrate through here, so you see them individually. But I heard that they be just like, and I don't even want to see it, bro.
Oh, they're cool. They're a cool spider, dude. They're real calm if you are.
Yeah.
No.
I got videotape of one of them. The cat kept fucking with him, and he did that thing where they throw their hairs off their booty
Yep.
at their enemy. He did that. I got one flicking his hairs at the cat.
Yeah, they can be pretty vicious. Hell, they can eat small birds and shit like that, but they're real. To me, one of the best spiders there is, for a spider.
Yeah, I'm told that you want to keep them around because they're going to get rid of a lot of pests and shit for you. And when I was a kid, this is interesting. it turns out that when I was a kid, they told us tarantulas would kill you. And now we find out that they're not so dangerous to humans. But there was a movie out, I think it was called Piranha, that was massive. So they came out with, in fact, they made a bunch of them Piranha movies. It was so big, Piranha 3D and shit. So they came out with one called Tarantula. They finished the movie and everything, and then the science came out that they're not deadly. They wouldn't do all this shit in the movie, and they named it. They renamed the movie Tarantula, the next so and so brother's cousin. You know, I had to change the title. But it was the same thing. It was a movie about motherfucking tarantulas trying to kill people, and I think it was the one where the guy's his car was covered. He had to go to the Dallas stadium and lower the temperature. I think that it might have been that one, and you know, to get to freeze them out. Yeah, I think it might have been that shit. Yeah.
Well, you notice how many times that they've recycled that particular script?
Yes.
You had the Blob, Invasion of the Body Snatchers.
Yes.
Well, they may not be harmful. They may not be harmful, but can you imagine laying in your bed and waking up and that sucker being on your chest?
And I hear they could kill cats for sure, and probably, you know, small dogs and shit. So
They'd have fun. The cats would get them.
Yes, the cat was trying to get him outside. The kitten was trying to fuck him up. Yes, the cats would get him. Yeah.
Where about you at these days? Are you still in Chicago?
I'm in Colorado, but real southern, near New Mexico. I'm damn near an hour and a half away from New Mexico or something. Okay. We don't even have dirt out here. It's sand. I'm literally in a desert. I could take the phone back outside and show you.
Oh, bro, I used to live out there in western Kansas. I got an idea.
Yes, it's just like, it's crazy when the windstorms kick up. It's like you're in Saudi Arabia or something. The tumbleweeds, you come outside, you can barely get to the chicken coop because they've blown all up against it. They're as tall as you are. It's really weird out here, bro.
Bro, I got blown off the road. Tumbleweed hit me in the side. I had little Dodge Omni, looked like a little Colt, and I'm rolling through there. And in Southwest Kansas, a light breeze is a steady 30-mile-an-hour wind.
Yes, and don't go under a viaduct, and you know, like you're used to the wind pushing you, and then you go on the viaduct and it stops, and your car go way over. Then when it come out and hit you again, it throw you back over. Yeah, it's fucked up.
Be on a motorcycle, bro.
I couldn't imagine it. Yeah.
Oh, dude.
A truck. I couldn't imagine that. I've seen so many trucks and RVs flipped over from them high winds in my journeys and shit.
Right. What's up, Rob? Say welcome. Fuck the government. Absolutely.
Fuck the government with a B. It was good, Rob.
But the last time I went up to Arizona, well, I tell you what a rare commodity is up there is grass in a yard.
Oh my God.
Speaking of Arizona, have y'all heard the recording of the Oklahoma senator or governor talking to I can't remember the gal's name, but offered her a bribe to step out of the political race, whether it was for the governor or the House or whatever. In Arizona.
Can you find that? Can you find
it? Give me just a minute.
All right.
I think he's talking about John McCain's daughter. I can't think of it.
Is she running or she's already in office?
No, she lost her election. That was 2-3 years ago. But she's staying in the political realm, and so I just saw her about a month ago on the
news. What is his name?
She's against Trump big time.
Against Trump, you say?
She's against Trump.
Yeah. They got Rod Blagojevich on tape when Obama was senator and he wanted to run for president. He had to step down as senator. And the governor gets to appoint that seat, and they got him on tape with people calling to talk to him and offering him 20 grand and shit like this. Yeah, you out of your mind? They got Jesse Jackson's kid coming up with the 20 grand, and he wanted more. He went to prison for that, bro. He might have just got out.
Yep, he did.
Trying to sell a Senate seat. So yeah, I want to hear him talking about if I'll give you some money to step down.
Well, he's just stupid enough and got caught.
Yes. But that was his argument. We all do it. It's normal, but it still landed him in jail. That was his first argument, though. Everybody does it. It's just business. It's how we do things. That didn't fly too good. And they got him like on tape. He was so bold and cursing, like, what the fuck you think that's gonna do? You know how much this seat's worth? I mean, he's just talking outright, like he don't give a fuck, bro. Oh man. At one point, I don't know, 4 out of 6 of our governors had went to prison at one point in the early 2000s, or late 90s or something.
Well,
Man,
yeah,
Tom.
being a felon don't keep you from being a senator or a state representative.
No, but
Actually,
it
I'm
will
not.
keep you from being a journalist, apparently. You can run for
Yeah,
office, but you can't publish a story.
right.
What's
Well,
that?
also, how often do these senators and congressmen and shit? How often are they drug tested? Then get the
Yes.
fuck out of here with that shit. Then
4 times a year, bullshit, quarterly drug test bullshit.
bullshit.
In order for me to make a fucking YouTube video saying that Lori Lightfoot sucks, I'd have to fucking go through 8 hours of classes, pay them money, and have drug test backgrounds. Get the fuck out of here. Blow me.
And
What
don't forget,
in that one bill right there? What did they open up? 4 or was it 6 coffers of revenue specifically for the state just to be legal with them?
That's why these things are successful, right? Because all of them are moneymakers. We had some historically horrible laws in Chicago that passed. We had one where no more than 4 people could gather at a time. It was only used in my neighborhood. You can go anywhere else in the city and congregate 30 motherfuckers on a street corner at a restaurant. 4 people in my neighborhood. That was struck down as unconstitutional. No guns allowed at all. In fact, I was in jail when that one happened on a gun charge. Struck down as unconstitutional. I was like, "Do I get out early, motherfucker?" They was like, "No."
Right? It's unconstitutional. We know we fucked you over. We knew when we done it. And even though they said it, you're still setting out the sentence.
Yeah, there is no remedy. Everybody seems to have qualified immunity. If a cop, let's say, confuses you with someone else, they say the guy has what color shirt I got on? A purple shirt and a flannel jacket. And you have that on. He beats you, tases you, and all of that. Busts your car window out, snatch you out the car, find out he got the wrong guy. There is no remedy. He can hurt you and all of that shit, and and nothing happens to him.
Right.
Which is why when you go to court and they say the Joe Cool versus the state didn't snatch me out of my car. It was Bob Ellis, Officer Ellis, snatched me out of my car. That motherfucker need to pay the price.
And the state can't be the complainant. I
know people in the state.
I
know people in the state. They don't have a problem with me. How can the state, the entire state, be the complainant? That's not logical.
That right there is an accepted legal farce in a court of law, and I hadn't looked into it, but the straw man. You go into court and you're naming all capitals and stuff like that. Well, if what I was saying a while ago is true, we're in a court of law, they knowingly conspire to violate your right to break the law. They're to be taken out and hung. So every fucking judge sitting on the bench ought to be swinging from the nearest lamppost.
Yes. And you can't tell me they aren't aware that the way the police stack these charges so that you'll submit to one and they drop the other ones. That must be illegal.
Well, that's like fishing with dynamite, brother.
Yes, you don't know what you're going to get. Yeah.
Right? You just throw something at the fucking wall, and whatever floats up, you scoop up.
That's what yes, right?
Yeah, they're good at that. What's your thoughts on what's going down in Texas right now with the National Guard and then the feds? Our Oklahoma governor said that he was thinking about sending the Oklahoma National Guard down there.
To Texas? What's going on? What are you talking about? The convoy shit?
The Texas National Guard run fucking Biden and the feds out of the fucking state.
Yeah,
that's the National Guard and citizens are patrolling the border. They
told the border,
get the fuck out and stay the fuck out. And Biden's like, I will blow you up if you don't mind me.
First of all, in the way I think, if there is such a thing as keeping motherfuckers out, the citizens can always do it. If someone is robbing my neighbor, robbing your house, I run over there, beat the guy up, throw him out the house. It should be just like if a cop did it. I don't want to hear that Joe, he has rights nonsense. You can't, I don't want to hear none of that shit because it's incumbent upon me. If you call a cop and he helps you, that's icing on the cake. But the citizen has to be able to do his own shit. So if there was something going on and the citizens went over there and threw motherfuckers out, I think there has to be a mechanism in play to allow for that shit.
Well,
But I don't feel like
they
I just want to say I don't feel like personally I don't have a problem with the immigrants. You all Irish were immigrants. They were spit on. Go home. No Irish. No dogs allowed. They were treated really shitty. Everybody, the Chinese, everyone has their immigrant story where they were the worst shit in the world, and the United States were going to die because of them. Everybody, Japanese, everybody took their turn, and now it's the Mexicans, and no one's learned a fucking lesson. Your grandfather was spit on when he came to the country, called a dog. And now you allow it for someone else. It's fucking weird.
Well, I used to, and I'm kind of double-sided on this deal. I used to be real staunch on border control.
Yeah.
And a brother of mine posted a deal that said, what right does any government or any people, any state or any country have to put up a wall and prohibit, eliminate, or stop the people that have been on that land for thousands of years, natural migration route? Now, your Canadian goose get a free pass, but the people don't. Man, get the fuck out of here.
This is between me and God. If I want to go to fucking Egypt and see that pyramid, motherfucker, you better make a way. Right? You know, I don't want to hear that, you're crossing my territory. That was gang shit. We used to do that shit. You cross that imaginary line, you got to give me ID, pay me money, or whatever bullshit you got. You got to have this piece of paper. We got to vet you. Man, listen, I'm just walking over there. I've been able to do that since the inception of mankind. Who the fuck are you? And if the guys come here and they do something stupid, lock them up. That's what the fuck we do with us when we do something stupid. Oh, Joe, did you know a fucking Mexican came over here and raped a motherfucker? Do you know how many fucking of us did that shit yesterday? Oh, a Mexican got caught with drugs, an illegal immigrant. Dude, half the niggas I know got caught with drugs yesterday. Fuck is your point?
Well, you know, 90% of the drug laws are racially motivated.
Yeah.
You know, cocaine was a black. The weed was the Mexicans, the migrant workers.
Yes.
Heroin and opium were the fucking kinks and the slant eyes and shit, you know.
Weed was for an dude, you know, weed was put on the narcotic scale with the other narcotics.
Yeah.
Nixon did that and put it as a class C, whatever the hard one is, because he wanted to get rid of, he said, the black activists, the college activists, and the hippies, and they all smoked weed. So he made it a schedule so-and-so narcotic. They ain't did nothing to fix it. All these people have did time and gone to jail over this shit that I smoke every fucking day.
And you notice all of them people about them time were speaking out about the government. So instead of making laws to prohibit their First Amendment, they just fucking, you know, they really put it to them.
It's like if you're out there filming a cop, they go to your car and look for, you know, a sticker or a cracked windshield or something. Instead of going after your free speech directly, they do an end round.
Yeah. Chicken shit cowards. Well, Mr. Mitchell, every traffic stop is technically an unconstitutional money grab, because when you realize that they're corporations, companies, and they're fucking acting as highwaymen. What cops do today is no different than what the pioneers or
the pirates and shit
and the buccaneers done back in the fucking day. They're highwaymen by our own laws and by international law.
Yes, even by our law, there are two types of crime: common law and criminal. And most of these will fall under criminal, which means there's a victim. Its entire thing's a farce. And when you go in and say, where's the victim? They're going to say the state of Massachusetts, the state of Kentucky.
They
I
can't
didn't
be.
victimize the whole state. Just you're gaslighting me, bro. I didn't do that.
Well, even if you done everything they said that you done,
Yeah.
for one, if the state is the victim, the state is a fucking farce. The state is
Who is the state?
non-existent. It's a fucking figment. It is a fucking name written on a piece of paper. The only place that the state exists is in a motherfucker's mind and on that goddamn paper. The physical, the motherfuckers that give the state any fucking authority or fucking grip or anything else, or the blind cocksucking tyrannical son of a bitches enforcing it, from mayors to city councils to fucking cops to congressmen.
Hey, I know, Cowboy, I just asked you to find a video, but I'm going to ask you to find another one because it's in line with what you're saying now.
Well, I
The
got
guy,
the story you wanted, but go ahead.
I know, but this might be interesting as fuck too. The guy goes to a council meeting and he is explaining to him what you're saying. There is no we. He's like me, there's an I. I can't break laws. I must follow the commandments, the Constitution. But when it becomes a we, you can break laws, you can rob people, you can do all these things. You don't have to be beholden to the Constitution and shit anymore. And it was great. They say, why do you do all these crimes and why do you get away with it? Because who would build the roads? I can rob you, go to your house, and make you give money and get away with it. You know why? Because who would build the roads? If you're interested, we can watch either one. If you want to watch the one here, I forgot which one this one was, but let's check it out. But keep in mind, I want you to see that too, even if I just got to direct you there. You're going to fucking love it, bro. But what was this one I asked for the first time? The clip you found, Cowboy? We can't hear you. You're muted if you're talking, man.
Sorry, bro. I was
Yeah.
chasing the other ones down. The
All
first
right.
one is one that's up on screen about the Arizona senator and the bribery deal.
Oh, we wanted the McCain's daughter. That's the one we was looking for. Yeah.
And
The bribery one deal. Yeah.
yeah,
All right, let me zoom in.
and
Arizona Republican Party Jeff DeWitt resigned Wednesday after he heard leaking recording offering a job to the U.S. Senate Carrie Lake. I don't know if that's her daughter, or asked her to name a price that would keep her out of politics.
yes.
Huh.
They didn't want her to quit completely, just long enough for them to do what they wanted to do and not give them any hassle.
That's dope.
And,
That's dope.
let's see, audio.
Did they say, yeah, did they have any audio or video of it?
Oh, yes. It was definitely on video or audio. Let's see if it's, y'all have to let me know if you can hear this too.
I'll let you know. Go ahead.
To this new audio
Yeah.
that NBC News just obtained of the Arizona GOP chair trying to convince Arizona Republican Carrie Lake not to run in this year's U.S. Senate race. Let's take a listen.
There are very powerful people that want to keep you out.
I know they do.
But they're willing to put their money where their mouth is in a big way. So, this conversation we never had. Is there a number at which
I can be bought.
not be bought?
That's what it's about.
You can take a pause for a couple of years.
No.
Let me go right back to what you're doing.
No.
All right, Vaughn, she ran for governor, lost.
So, yeah.
Wow. Wow. That's interesting, right? I can be bought. Did she say, are you asking if I can be bought, or was she saying, oh, yes, I can be bought? Which one?
No,
was
she
saying?
she was what's my number to be bought? I can't be. She was
Okay.
flat out turning them down.
Very
She
good.
was
Very
laughing
good.
at him like, you
Very
know,
good. Motherfucker offered me $2,600 to give some information on one of us guys running around on the internet. I'm like, no, motherfucker, stop it. And they got up to $2,600 for me to give somebody's info. I wouldn't do it. If you could go to Auditing While Black, Cowboy, and you'd have to
auditing my black.
Auditing While Black, and you'll have to pull up his channel so I can see. there'll be a guy standing at a council meeting. And I don't know what the title of the vid is, but that's the one where he's like, you guys are gonna love this. It's so fascinating. I spent 2 days running around the internet. I asked about 40 people, have you seen this vid? Have you seen this vid? And then finally, Sasquatch found it for me. Oh man. And it was on Auditing White Black's channel. I haven't found the original yet, but he's got one on his channel.
What's up, Joe?
What's up?
What's up,
What's up?
Cowboy?
That was good.
Hey, Cowboy, if you go to my channel, down to my playlists, that video's in a playlist called Videos You Need to See.
You pimp, you.
It's a video by Jeff Maddox.
All right, thank you. See, you know, I just found it about 2 nights ago, bro.
Bro, I just seen it about a week ago. It's a badass
Man.
video.
It's brilliant. He's like, "Are you telling me that I am we because they ain't part of the system? So the Jews they committed suicide because they're part of the system? You know, I have inflicted this punishment on myself.
What's your
Yeah,
channel
man.
again, Brandon?
My channel, if you type in Brandon Mitchell 8003, you'll find it.
My God, 8,003.
Yeah, I was the only one left.
That's so crazy.
Yeah, I don't hide on these YouTube streets. I'm me.
Yeah, same. I remember when I first came in, I had to make that decision whether to show your face. And as a cop watch, it's scary because all the cops are trying to kill you. Sure enough, the minute I did that, police were outside my door. I wake up and stretch. They be like, "We know where you live, motherfucker. We're police. You know, we'll be back," and threatening me and shit.
How many subscribers you got?
For almost 420.
Okay.
Who I would have guessed 418?
Well-
I wish I'd have blurted it out.
Well, there's 419. Hang on a minute.
That's it. That's it.
Yeah.
It's the same picture in my profile here.
What are you doing? Giving a finger there?
I'm doing 37 things, brother. So
I'm
got you.
impressed, Cowboy. You're doing fucking well, bro. You go over to fucking Andrew room, not now, maybe later. Take him 30 minutes to find some shit and get the equipment working.
now what video are we looking for on yours here?
What's the
Right.
title?
Go down to my playlists.
Playlist.
It's a video all by itself. Videos you need to see.
Public videos you should watch.
Yeah, that's it.
Well, here we go.
It's gonna be about an 8-minute vid, I guess. I ain't lying. I texted like 40 people looking for this video.
His channel's name's Jeff Maddox.
I'm just looking at your icon, old man. Somebody stabbed in the back.
Yeah, that's called backstabber.
You're looking like, what the fuck is that?
I had a Discord server, and I named it Backstabbers. And,
I'm scared to ask.
well, that's all I ever saw, and there was everybody stabbing everybody in the back. And I thought, well, shit, I'm just going to set up a backstabber server.
Let them guys congregate over here.
That's right. When you come in there, then you know what's going to happen.
You know what to expect. How true is that, man? I see people run around the internet who were best friends, and when they fall out, they bring up the most personal shit. That's why your psychiatrist said so and so. You be like, what the fuck? Who does that? Backstabbers.
Petty shit.
Yeah, that's where your baby daddy left you in the cold that night.
420 now.
Thanks, Cowboy. Yeah, I was just found guilty in court for the tone of my speech.
The tone, that's interesting to me.
The tone.
When you did that tone of your speech, were you outdoors, indoors, public, pseudo public?
I was on a public sidewalk. My arrest video's on
Wow.
my channel.
All right,
I was
I do
asking
want
a
to see
police
it.
officer his name and badge number.
Um,
And they arrested you for your tone.
Yep,
meaning,
that's what the judge said. I was found guilty for the tone of my speech.
I gotta see that. How do I get that?
Yeah, we need some. Yeah, hang on just a minute, Brandon. I'll get you shared.
So were
out
you
over here.
found, so were you found guilty or did you plea it out?
No, I took it all the way to a bench trial.
Bench, that sucks.
Yeah, because it was local, I couldn't get a jury. If I want a
Yeah.
jury, I had to appeal it and pay another $6,000.
Jeez, ain't that a bitch? Everybody should have a
What?
jury.
No, we're entitled. That's
That's
if
what I
it's
mean.
criminal, you're entitled to a jury trial,
Yes,
and it don't
yes.
cost you no money. The state has to eat that shit till you're convicted.
Oh yeah, well, I got fucked by the system.
What I
I'm
know how it is, brother.
I'm fighting tickets, 3 tickets in Texas right now. None of them are jailable. 2 traffic tickets and a drug paraphernalia, a bowl that you smoke weed out of. And I've asked for a speedy trial, dismissal trial, jury trial, motion to dismiss, all the discovery and FOIA requested everything. You would think they were fighting a murder case. It's traffic tickets, man, and I'm battling these niggas, bro.
Well, there's still one of the Rockwell few that they got a warrant out on and shit. Everybody
The
else
one-
either pled out or all this other bullshit, and and I think 1 or 2 of them actually got dismissed. I may be wrong.
I could
But, yeah.
ask because I think Otto was one of them. I know I was there when they got popped off.
Right?
If Otto was one, I know who was it? It was Monkey, Lori, the Observer, and Patrick. So I don't know. We could find out what happened to him.
Well, like I said, there's one that everybody else, there's one still swinging with their ass out in the wind. And even though they basically said that there was no crime and no damage and everybody else pled out or a little bit of a fucking fine or fucking don't do it again, just because they didn't have the means to make it back to a second court date because the court's fucked up. Yeah, they still want to.
They've done that to me. I live in Chicago, and they've given me 3. I've been down there 4 times now, and each time they just offer me a deal, and then I drive 1,500 miles in each direction or some shit. And I filed something saying, y'all fucking with me, just trying to punish me because y'all know I live so far. I ain't seen a judge yet. It's going on 2 years, year and a half.
You ain't seen a judge yet?
I ain't seen a judge
don't exist yet. Then it don't exist yet.
The last time after I filed all that paperwork and all that bullshit, I called the day before my court date, and this is the first time I heard from the judge, and it was just over the phone. And she said, "Oh, you know what? I'm gonna have to take you off of my." It was a December or January docket because it just happened. And I said, "I'd like a record of that. Could you send me an email?" And she got a little snippy. We're more professional than that. I was like, "I just need it for the record. Calm down."
Right.
And she sent me an email saying, the court has agreed to move you off this docket. Agreed with who? I didn't ask to be moved off the docket. Agreed with who? That's you. I was here. Asked you what time I got to be there. So it makes me think that they're saying that I'm asking for continuances. So I hit them with a bunch more letters and emails and sent it to dude. I say, what do you mean agreed? It makes me think that someone is speaking for me because I haven't been able to ask or say anything yet. I haven't seen a judge. You guys have penalized me. I just went on and oh man, I'm an idiot, bro.
Well, if anytime you're taken into custody, you're not supposed to go get booked into jail. What the law says, and this is the reason it's kidnapping and fucking being held for ransom. What the law says, when you're taken into custody, you're to be taken immediately before a magistrate, not at the magistrate's fucking convenience.
You think about
immediately.
You can't do that and then go through a due process and see if a guy is guilty or not, because you've kidnapped him for a week, months, years, or whatever, and then you find out, oh, he was not guilty. He don't get that back. You can't repay that. So
But
you have to, when you have enough, that's when you go in, and he must immediately be tried and all of that bullshit. If you don't have enough, then no, you
for
can't lock me up till next week, and we're gonna see
but
if we
for
got so and so.
any arrest, for somebody to be booked into jail for
Yeah,
anything, it
right,
don't make a fuck if it's jaywalk or fucking third degree, fucking homicidal, fucking premeditated.
right.
You're to be taken immediately before a magistrate to
Yes,
see if there is enough evidence
evidence.
to even be held for consideration.
Exactly. You
Not
can't make
go
a
be booked into
decision.
jail.
You
When
know,
they take you and book you into jail before
yeah.
you see a fucking judge, that is kidnapping.
Yes.
And that is
Yeah.
being held for ransom.
Yes.
What
They
kind
took
of
me
proof is
all the
that?
way to jail just to cite and release me, thinking I was gonna have to walk home.
For the video you're telling us about?
Yeah, my
No.
arrest video.
Wait. Maybe not. Maybe I'm wrong. They. Oh, okay. Yeah. They cited you, so they charged you, and then they released you.
Yeah, but they took me all the way to the jail to do it. That way, I would have to walk home.
How far was that?
Oh wow, I got a ride.
Okay.
Maybe 3 miles.
All right. Yes, they should be responsible for that shit. Fucking pricks,
The
yo.
motherfuckers should have been giving you a ride home, buying you a fucking cheeseburger, and offering
Making
you
you
fucking
whole.
a blowjob to make you
Right.
fucking whole,
Right.
or
What's
at
your
least an attempt,
preference?
right?
Yes. Right.
No,
And
fuck
she
you.
hot. What do you think about her? Yeah, that's it. Cowboy, you find that video?
Which one?
The one,
The
Brandon?
who would build the roads?
yeah.
Who was arrested?
Right? Yeah,
Uh,
I was playing
not
it.
his
Everybody was
arrest, who
talking.
would build the roads.
Oh,
Yeah. Go
now
ahead, play
hold
it. Go
on.
ahead.
Is it still showing? Hold on. I got to
Yeah,
share
we
it.
don't
There we
see
go.
nothing, by the way.
That
You're
was on
looking at,
me. That's the
all right.
reason y'all was talking.
Yeah, we ain't seen shit, right. Ain't seen shit, ain't heard shit.
See, I was 2 minutes in.
Yes. Oh, I love this so much, man. And to
That's a
think
great video.
this guy did this at a council meeting. This is like Shakespearean poetry or something. And he's throwing it, pearls before
This is 3
swine at a
years old.
council meeting. Thank you.
No city looks more to the future than New York City.
I don't know what you're looking at here. I hope this is an ad.
That's
Dude, that
not
is
it.
not the video.
Oh, that ain't it. What
No.
happened?
No.
That is not it. Well, I was
Oh, why
on.
the fuck I got low battery?
Hold on. Sorry, I don't know. I clicked fast forward or rewind or
I was just
Fuck it,
bragging on
bud.
your technological skills. Now you're making me look like a liar.
Nah, bro. You just seen a little bit of luck that Wayne Andrew.
It's caught you at a good time, bro.
Yes, sir. I'm getting back to it, bub. I'm almost.
This worries me too. The concept of the other guy is the enemy, and you can put this across all levels. The other guy is the enemy; he must be destroyed. For instance, left versus right. There is no median. Those guys are evil; they must be destroyed. Yep. This
Yep,
is it.
that's
Hold
it.
on, let me close the door. So
Go
I can
ahead,
hear
Joe.
this.
You can finish.
No.
what you're saying.
I'm gonna close my door so I can hear this. You can let it ride.
Like being called a thief.
Is it loud
I was
enough?
not seeing any of you thieves outside this chamber. However, as a collective, this council in its deeds has proven to be just that.
I have seen this one.
As a collective, this council, as with every government around the world, claims to have superior rights to which no individual has. As a collective, you can make anything illegal or legal. As a collective, you can take from one and give to another. As a collective, you can force all to comply to your will, no matter the protest of those under your rule. What would happen if you went to a constituent's house armed with a gun, demanding that they give you money for fire protection or economic development. At the very least, you would be labeled a thief, and at the worst, you might die of lead poisoning. Yep, you sure would if it were my house. As a member of the collective, you don't need a gun to personally rob your neighbor. The collective has a legion of enforcers to do the dirty work. Every one of them armed with good intentions. Your neighbors have no way to resist the theft, for to do so would ultimately end in their own death. Where do these collective rights come from? Scribbles on paper. Yep, sure do.
Scribbles on
I
paper.
am told it is we who give consent to the collective, and it is we who gives this council the right to plunder and dictate our lives. I never consented to any of this, yet I am told that somehow I did give up some of my liberty to this council along with the state and federal leviathans, yet I can find no legally binding contract to which I
Right
am
on.
party. If we are government and the government is us, then it only stands to reason that anything the government does, we did to ourselves. The Jews of Nazi Germany were not murdered, but committed suicide, for they were the government. This council is me, and I
That's
am this
kinda a
council.
stretch, but hey.
When I speak to this council, I am speaking to myself. When this council votes to tax and spend, somehow I did it to myself. Thou shalt not lie, cheat, or steal unless you are a government. Thou shalt not have another God except government. Who is we? Thou shalt not worship idols unless they are government idols. Thou shalt not sacrifice your children unless to government, for government. Gentlemen, can you see there seems to be an exception to the Ten Commandments for this thing we call government? Where does this exception come from? It is my belief that government is the manifestation of Satan through the minds and hands of men. Government is the most evil entity on the earth, without exception. There is no entity on the planet that has killed more people than government.
Fact.
All the murderers throughout history account for only a fraction of what governments have murdered in its name. And yet we believe this is a necessary evil. Why?
Why?
Who would build the roads? The Ten
We would.
Commandments only applies to
We would.
individuals, you see. The Ten Commandments does not apply to a collective of individuals who constitute their own governance called government, in whatever form they choose. Why? Who would build the roads? Governments recognize two sets of laws, one for the individual and another for itself. Individuals do not have the right to steal, but government can steal whatever it wants. Why? Who would build the roads?
The owl in the tree.
Every council member recognizes he has no right to steal from another individual, yet as a member of the collective, he can vote to steal all from all, yet in his mind, he does not see that
Yeah.
theft as such.
Yeah, Clint.
Instead, he sees
Right.
the theft as proper and good. Why? Who would build the roads? At the beginning of every council meeting, you pray to God for guidance as you do the people's work. Notice it's not God's work, but the people's work. Why? Who would build the roads? You see, God doesn't build roads. I dare say every council member claims to be a follower of Jesus in his own life. Yet as a collective body, you don't act like Jesus would. Why? Who would build the roads? Satan has no physical power here on earth. Satan can't pick up a rock. He can't pick up a gun, nor can he abort a new life in a womb. Satan can't dig a ditch or build a house or a dam or murder on a massive scale. Nope, sure can't. Satan is helpless without the minds and hands of men. We call government the necessary evil. Why? Who would build the roads? What happens to men when they accept they must use evil to do good? Evil consumes and controls their every action, deceiving them that the evil they do is good for all. Why? Who would build the roads? When we accept that evil is necessary, then evil, government, becomes the means to solve every problem as we see in every action this council takes. We must do this evil thing for the good of all. Why? Who would build the roads? Thou shalt not steal except for government. Why? Who would build the roads? Ye are of your father the devil, and the lust of your father ye will do. He hath been a murderer from the beginning, and abode not in the truth, because there is no truth in him. When he speaketh a lie, then he speaketh he of his own, for he is a liar and the father thereof. John 8:44, the 1599 Geneva Bible. The scripture is a perfect description of government where evil is necessary for the good of all, which in fact is a lie. All government constituted by man is in fact born from the father of lies, and the deeds of its father it shall do. We accept this evil as being necessary, and we pledge our allegiance to it, even as we recognize it be under God's ultimate rule. We claim this evil to be blessed by God and not evil at all. We claim Uncle Sam is God's chosen to rule over us all. What Uncle Sam does is as if God has done. This government claims to be a child of God, yet acts like the child of Satan. What is wrong for the individual is right for government. We all know government is a liar. We all know government is a thief. We all know government is evil. Are we going to continue to do the deeds of our father, the devil, or shall we turn away from the evils and place our faith in the Lord?
That's deep.
Fuck, that was Liberty Freak I was talking to. I forgot to ask him about the outcome of the fucking Texas shit. I'll ask him.
I want to
Yeah.
know who built the road.
Who would build the roads if they didn't kill and rob people? An argument that I use, because I don't use it, but I use it because other people use it, that I speak about. It's a dumb argument. Is that that's the reason that we're supposed to comply with everything, every law that hurts you, and all of that shit, because we need the government, because the world is so big. If we did not kick in 40% of our money in taxes and all of that, in jails and shit, then we'd all be dead and we wouldn't have any place to do anything. So we must comply to the system that we have right now, because your option is you'd be dead and taken over by the Chinese. Do you want that, Joe? Huh? Do you want that? And that's the same argument this guy is using. I gotta let you rob me and pay all my tax money and shit, because who would build the roads?
That's, hey, anybody see the fucking owl? Who? Motherfucker, when they started income taxes and shit, there was already roads and schools and infrastructure. You know who in the fuck built them? You know who built them fucking roads? We fucking built them roads.
That was dope. I didn't even think of that, bro.
That's when we had fucking community, because there was unity in your fucking neighborhood and in your town, and you knew your fucking people.
Yeah, there's bombs right there, bro. Facts.
You know, but the government systematically, and I think intentionally, dismantled it.
Yes, it's so much more profitable this way.
Yes.
They'll never go back. Shit.
The slave fucking count multiplies by 10 when they do it this way.
Yes. And you don't need to put the slave on a plantation no more. Wherever he goes, I'm told, even if he goes overseas, he still has a tax number, and whatever money he makes, he has to pay you no matter where he goes now. He's a good slave, bro. Go out there and work hard, become a multi-millionaire. Go work hard, because it pays us more.
Well, but there's ways around that. The irrevocable family estate or trust. I'm learning some of this shit slowly, and just like when you go to the bank and blah blah, the bank is actually the buyer. you're the lender is the way that's supposed to work, because your social security number and your true
Right.
firm birth certificate is bought and sold every day. There's $1 million stuck in a fucking bank in your name the moment your ass is spanked. And they're using the farce and the straw man to sign for what our birthright.
It would seem. I'm just now looking into. Oh, damn it! I'm new to this shit, but it seems to be great evidence there. It's really logical. You ever watch this cat? What is his name? High Frequency Radio. Black dude. He's a Trump fan, but I don't hold that against him. He talks about that shit. He breaks it down where you can understand it. Well, I can, and I'm a simple dude, especially when it comes to that. He breaks it down where the layman can understand that shit.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, make a note of it. High Frequency Radio, and check him out. Yesterday, I think it was yesterday, he broke down a really good, or maybe it was a couple days ago, maybe it wasn't even no, I'm thinking wrong. I'm thinking about two things. He broke down one what Assaf said, looked at really horrible and made all the mistakes. And James Freeman broke down one yesterday where the guy did it right. And the James Freeman one he asked what we just talked about. He said, which judge, I need to know a couple things. I just need to know if you're guilty or not. Well, before I can say that, I got a couple questions. If you could tell me that there are two jurisdictions, which one is under? Well, sir, you are in the Arkansas state and so and so. Okay, do you plead guilty? Blah, blah, blah. I hate to ask you again, but can you find James? It's only like a 3-minute video. James Freeman. It's probably from yesterday.
It's his newest video.
Thank you. There you go. Fucking that's why we keep you around, brother. Because our memories don't, hey, baby.
I'm surprised mine's still there too, Joe. What was that guy's name?
All right, come here.
That
the
Trump
Freeman.
guy.
Is this him, Joe?
High Frequency Radio is a Trump guy. Yes. Anything where he's breaking down, see if you can find a title that says straw man or something you like, and listen to the way he talks about it. Yeah, sub him up, Joe. I told you he believes in Trump, so you got to knock some numbers off his IQ for that. But man, he's brilliant.
Well,
Chad, try one of them, straw man fallacy. Try to see what he talking about there. Because I talk to a lot of people and they're always over my head because they're using all the sections and the numbers without explaining them and shit. Right. And I'd have to know this terminology. But dude will break it down to you. And then after he explain it to you, he'll tell you why you want to use it in a certain example. And why you don't want to use it in this example. Here are your good arguments if you use it. And this is what they'll come back with it. He's very simple and plain the way I need it.
You ever, I heard a comparison of the way law is practiced and done to witchcraft and casting spells.
It's logical. You gotta play one of them. We don't hear nothing, don't see nothing.
Hang on. I got so many dad burn tabs open. It's
I ain't used a computer in so long. It was probably the 90s since I used a computer.
Can you see me now?
In dial-up?
Go ahead. We don't hear nothing yet.
Well, I hadn't hit play. I didn't know what you were saying.
We can see now, yeah.
Unfortunately, in situations like this, we may tend to shift blame away from the actual issue to something else. And not only that,
wait. Did you find this on his channel?
The issue far past.
That's what I clicked on, and that's what it went to.
No, this is not. This is not, dude. Clearly, it's not him. I can't believe this.
Well, I didn't.
All right, can you back up or something? I doubt he put this. Wait a minute. Oh, Joe, fast forward and see if he's in it. I'm sorry.
It's all good.
Yeah.
You're
Yeah,
talking
you
about the
should.
new James Freeman, right?
Well, that one too, but he was looking for under some of the other guy I told you about, high frequency radio.
Oh, high frequency.
Yeah, he was looking at one of those vids, and he's a black dude with a heavy voice, and a white dude pop up. The reason behind the
I know
straw
what
man.
I typed in a search, and after I found his channel, and it
I got you.
more
It took you
complete.
away.
Yeah,
That's logical. Yeah.
white or black when they tell us the statutory jurisdiction.
Yeah. Anything you like. Yeah.
Uh,
We only got to listen to a minute or two. You get an idea.
make sure
He's-
subscribe to this stuff.
Look for something with Soft sit in it. Look for something with Soft sit in it. Because he tore one ass a couple days ago. He like, I don't even know why you sent me this video. I'm going to tear it apart. Yeah. All right.
So let's see what do you do if he say it's a statutory jurisdiction. He said this will be a statutory jurisdiction, and I hope you're satisfied. So you reply, thank you, Your Honor. Let the record of this court then show that it intends to conduct a criminal action against me, John Henry Doe, under statutory jurisdiction. But the problem is that I've never heard of such a thing as a criminal action under a statutory jurisdiction. I'd be happy to accept this, Your Honor, if you could please tell me where I can find the published rules of criminal procedure under a statutory jurisdiction. Most judges are likely to give up and dismiss the case right here, but some still might be hanging on. If your case isn't dismissed yet, then you might ask, do you have a copy of the rules of criminal procedure under a statutory jurisdiction in your office that I could borrow? Where is this nature?
Damn, dude.
That's a good one.
Damn. Yeah, let me borrow that copy. Show me this shit.
Right. Can we show me right quick? Yeah.
right.
And these judges, they know it don't exist. That's why they get these niggas out of there so fast.
Right.
That's what the Freeman video gonna show. They kicked dude out, and they was like, all right, you can leave. He's like, what about the court costs? Judge was like, oh, well, that goes to so-and-so. He's like, no, Your Honor, that's technically my bond. She's like, just give him the money. Just give him the money. Just to get him out of there, bro.
Right. Well, I mean, because they know that they're stealing it, and if they keep digging, and they've either got to run them over or fucking go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, let's do the James one. You get an idea, and both of y'all sub this cat up. But Brandon, can you direct him to the James Freeman video? I know you can do it better than me.
I think it's just the newest James Freeman video. It's like 3 minutes long about the judge, or about the mayor or whatever that he's suing.
No, this one is about a soft citizen. He says, I don't usually show these videos, but it might even be on his live shit. I don't even show these videos. And you know what? It could be on his other channel. Remember, he got another channel. What the fuck do I know?
Fake News Network.
Yeah, I don't know. It's probably on here. All right, let me see. These is latest.
How to spot a sovereign citizen.
But yeah, that might be it. That sounds about right. How to spot a sovereign. No, that wouldn't be it. No.
Check out live.
No sovereign citizen steals. No. Okay, all right. Let's see if we can see District 7, law group, corruption, government. Can you scroll up a little bit? Yeah, let me see these. Blah, blah, blah. Trying to talk to the sheriffs, picking up court papers, Torrance County. Yeah, this is months ago. This was only a day or two ago. You don't have any videos from a day or two ago?
He's got one from 3 days ago. Why was his case really dismissed?
23 hours ago, New Mexico governor gets spanked.
No. Go to live. On here, go to where it says live. So maybe he did it live. He does that sometime, which I don't think he did.
That's where we was at there.
Okay, all right.
If he did it live, it would have probably been on the Fake News Network.
Yeah, let's try the other one. Fake News Network. All right, I'm gonna kill my camera and my mic because I'm eating, and y'all don't need to hear that shit.
It's all good, brother. Let's see. Got this is him. Jury finds officer who shot man in the back of the head wasn't wrong. Let's see. Alive. Is liberty and freedom even a possibility? There are lawless thugs among us. They are called judges. That was 2 months ago. This one was 2 days ago. Is liberty and freedom even a possibility?
All right, I got a iPhone, so I can't access shit without hopping off. Let me hop off, find it. It'll probably be quick and hop back on. Just make sure the link's in the chat.
All right. Yeah,
All right.
I will, Joe. Yeah.
So how you been, cowboy?
Man, I've been better and I've been worse.
Worse
I've
and
had
better.
days. How about yourself, brother?
I don't know. Some shit went down last night. I'm not ready to open up about yet, but
Oh, yeah, okay.
fucking some crazy shit went down last night in my house.
Oh, hell. That sucks.
They come in, threaten me with like felony and shit. My family.
Damn, man.
Yeah.
I'll definitely say a few prayers for you, brother. Well, I don't know what's going on, but I know shit gets fucked up and fucked up with shit.
They're trying to say I tampered with her mail, which is total bullshit. But
That you tampered with what?
her mail.
Okay. For a minute, I was thinking her mail what? Okay. The legit mail.
Legit mail. Yeah.
I got you. Yeah, that's a big one. There's Joe.
Yeah. It's not something to play around with. That's fucking for sure.
Welcome back, brother.
You better fucking have proof.
The second one on the James Freeman channel, why the real case was really dismissed.
You need to get rid of that iPhone, Joe.
I use it for the editing. I edit all my vids on here. It came with editing software. That's why I bought it.
What software do you use?
It comes with its own. It's called iPhone Movie Maker.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and that's what SJB NAM use. And
I've
the
been
people
dabbling
like
in
you.
editing.
Why his case was really dismissed 3 days ago?
Yeah.
There we go.
Just exercise my
Y'all hear
discretion,
it?
dismiss count 1 and dismiss count 2, and just order the easy already paid.
Oh, those fees are a bail and they should be returned after dismissal.
Okay, you know what? I don't have a problem with returning.
You gotta rewind it, right? That's the end of it, ain't it?
Hey everybody, it's James Freeman. Somebody sent me this video and asked me to show it on my channel. I usually don't show stuff like this because it quite often seems to be a lot of truth,
30, 40 seconds,
a lot of
Joe.
lies, some deception.
Okay.
And
Did you hear me, Joe?
Yeah, I heard you. Okay.
sometimes just misunderstandings. But let's watch this video where this guy is in court arguing and he ends up getting his traffic citations dismissed. And then let's talk about why they may have been dismissed.
For the record, my name is Rodan. I am not the entity known as Ryan Michael Thor, just to clear that. I am here on special appearance under threat, duress, and coercion to challenge subject matter jurisdiction and also personal jurisdiction as well. I filed my paperwork for you on Friday, and the clerk illegally denied it. I went again this morning and filed my paperwork again for you. The clerk again illegally denied it, even though I gave her a notice telling her it's a felony for her not to accept my paperwork. And actually, it's in law, it's considered filed when I gave it to her. So therefore, well, Your Honor, I mean, I'm going to have to ask a few questions first, which, first of all, is I need to understand the nature and the cause of the charges against me, as well as I need to know, is this a civil jurisdiction or criminal jurisdiction?
To be free and flexible and creative was really essential to what I wanted to make, and I didn't find a platform that did that.
You see where he going with the two jurisdiction?
Hi.
You see where he going? He asked about the two jurisdictions.
Criminal.
Yes.
Ryan Thor is the living man. Ryan Michael Thor is the defendant in error. It's the artificial person. So thank you, Your Honor. Let the record of the court show that the action against me is criminal. And now I have another question, because the Constitution grants us two different criminal jurisdictions, okay? One criminal jurisdiction is under the common law, and the other is under the criminal jurisdiction of admiralty or military tribunal venue from Article 1, Section 8, Clause 17 of the Constitution. Well, I need to know which of these two jurisdictions that you intend to try me. It's very important because they're done different ways. The rules of civil procedure are very different in a criminal jurisdiction, obviously, for common law and a military. Your Honor, I need to get these other questions answered. I need to know what the jurisdiction is. And I need to know also who the injured party is. You know, the nature and cause of this. I need to know who the injured party is. I need to know who's bringing the claim.
She don't want no parts of this.
Thank you, Your Honor, but I don't think you'd be violating your oath of office by doing your duty under the Constitution. Okay? Your Honor, I just motioned for dismissal because if this is a criminal jurisdiction, as you're claiming, I need to see a verified complaint, and I need from the injured party, and I have to have an opportunity to face my accuser, as you mentioned at the beginning of this entire hearing. So, who is the injured party? That's the question. Who's the injured party?
Good shit.
Why am I here? I don't understand why I'm here.
This is good shit, right?
That is some dope ass shit right there. We'll keep watching it. I had to say that. I love the way he's like, no, we ain't going nowhere doing nothing. You fucking answer a few goddamn questions here. This is my goddamn courtroom, bitch. We rolling.
All right, so what else? So we just have count one and count two. Make sure the proof is right. All right, sir, I'm going to just exercise my discretion on the dismiss count one and dismiss count two, and just order the fees that you've already paid to cover court costs. Okay?
So
no charges are pending against you. They've been dismissed. Interest of justice.
So I'm letting the record show that the defendant Ryan Michael Thor with case CMZ 606-406, all charges are dismissed. Is that correct?
And whatever fees were paid are going towards court costs. Okay.
Those fees are bail, and they should be returned after dismissal.
Okay. You know what? I don't have a problem with returning your fees. All right. Have a good day, Mr. Thor.
Thank you, ma'am.
I think that's all. That's it. That's about it. That was great, though, man. I've never seen someone argue successfully and do that. So that was cool to see that.
Right. Yeah.
Definitely rare.
Yeah.
Well, most of them will just sit there and kind of stonewall you and
fast talk you and be like, listen, we'll determine that next time. We'll do that next time. Dude was like, no.
I kept waiting for a contempt charge to come up.
Right, or something crazy, right? I am shocked.
That ain't no shit.
Well, when you have the right paperwork in hand, like he did, on filing for jurisdiction and whether it's criminal or civil and all of that shit. And they jumped out of the fucking gate in felonies after felonies, which legally that court clerk and took to the nearest fucking lamppost and strong. And then they're still going to try to continue to fucking get whatever their greedy fucking paws can, trying to keep court cost money when they dismiss the case. Well, if you dismiss the case, get your goddamn hand out of my fucking pocket because you owe me.
And in fact, that's the truth. Now you owe me for my inconveniencing me and all of that shit. You were wrong. Make me whole.
Yes, my lost wages, the aggravation, the stress.
Stress, yep.
Well, see, when you walk into in the criminal under the maritime deal, when you walk through the little gateway where the little lawyer, you're stepping onto the fucking ship deck of a fucking ship that's in dry dock. And you're operating under maritime law. And if you look up, and that American flag has the eagle on a globe with gold fringe around it, it's guaranteed a military court-martial is what you're operating under in that.
I saw a chick, soft sit style, and she wouldn't go past that little opening to where their area was.
Yeah,
she stood in the gallery and she said, "You know, I can't pass that bar, Your Honor. I can't step over there." And she let her talk from over there. She understood her objection. That's crazy.
Yes. They can't force you into it. They can't force you. They did, what do they call it? Where they would, back in the day, where the Shanghai.
Yeah,
if you force somebody through that gateway, that's the same as kidnapping them and enslaving them on a fucking ship.
I saw a video yesterday where they tried to do that to a guy. He was sitting in the chairs behind. They told him to sit in that defendant's seat, and he wouldn't do it. And they Your Honor. And they was like, she called the guard over here, and she was like, if you're going to go to jail, if you don't do it. And she started counting down 3, 2, 1, and he wouldn't do it. And she was like, well, fine. What is it? And she went on with the case, but he would not take that position, bro.
Right. Well, see, right there, in that right there, that is threat and intimidation under color of law to force compliance with will and not law. That judge, you know what should have happened? Nearest goddamn lamppost. Hey, the Constitution was constructed for us to disassemble a government within the bounds and the laws of that Constitution that we got right now, that got too big for the fucking britches. That's the reason it was written the way it was. That's the reason we had the first, the second, the third, the fourth.
I think it even says it's our duty when the government gets out of pocket to reclaim it, which is another law that I want to jump on. I don't know a law, whatever you want to call it, but the FBI and so, they said the threat is no longer, the big threat is not outside terrorism. They say believe it's on the internet for some reason. They said that's a new threat. Misinformation, I'm sure, is their argument. And they've been put on to, search the internet. That's the number one shit now. And they've given the people assigned to do it 8 different criteria to look for when you're looking for certain people. And people who say things that make the government look bad is one of those 8. Now, if you can't talk and say the government looks bad, then what about the Constitution that says that not only can I talk about it, I can throw you up a lamppost, as Cowboy says. Yeah, I could do that shit if I want to. And you're going to tell me I can't criticize? You out your fucking mind.
Right, and that I can't make a record of it and keep a record of it when ability to do so and whatnot has obviously been tried and found wanting time.
Who's the guy? Shit, you slipped my mind. There's another guy who tried something and I'm not. Yeah, it doesn't come back to me. Fuck it. You can take the Freeman thing down if you want. We're still looking at Freeman's frozen video.
Yeah, You can only handle that mug so much.
But you know, and I know it sounds extreme and drastic, but does it really?
Yes, it really does.
I
Yes.
mean, when they're so comfortable,
Yes, I know, but
and the corruption is so deep. If the same words read true that give them any power or any credibility, then the same words read true that we have a duty and the right to disassemble, to
yes.
fucking tar and feather, to string them up, to
Yeah.
run them out of fucking town on a sled.
The same way that the law gets it wrong from time to time, I don't know that that is the correct remedy. And maybe in some cases, perhaps, but not all of them, blah, blah, blah. No, I'd feel like I was doing immoral shit against God, and I'd have to explain I did it because man wrote a piece of paper that said it was legal. I'd have to really mull that
Well,
over
no,
before I...
well, see that would be my issue with whether it was the
Moral,
little short
ethical.
German and the Jewish people,
Yeah,
or just
yeah,
us
that dude.
we're so back with the native and the African peoples, the
Yeah,
Irish peoples, all of them,
yeah,
fucking to enslave any man
yeah.
is fucking wrong to the core,
How about
and it's a fucking evil. That
to get these phones we use, somebody took some cameras over there to where they mine the really rare mineral. I forgot what it's
yeah,
called. I forget. Um, but it was kids mining this shit. Not the
lithium, wouldn't it?
lithium. It's something that sounds like coal or oak or something that sounds like an old sound in it. Their minds over there, the children, and there's not enough for all the computers and shit that we have now. And they're talking about everybody has to go with electric cars and all of this shit. There's not enough of this shit to go around now. They got children mining this shit in swampy, muddy mine holes and shit, just horrible conditions, surrounded by guards with guns. And that we got to go through all of this shit to get my iPhone and your Samsung
Right.
22.
Well, the thing is, them children have been mining that shit for a lot longer than the phones. But I hear what you're saying.
Yeah,
And like
I
I
don't want to
said,
be a part of that shit. Like you was just saying, I don't want to be a part of enslaving niggas. Let somebody else bear that burden.
you know, to be free of somebody else's slavery, we would have to disconnect completely from the social norms and any
It
modern
looks like it.
convenience.
It looks like it, right? It looks like it, and I
Get
have
back
those
to
conversations all the time. And when you think about it, if there's a we, like dude talked about who builds the roads, we are killing a lot of people. We are giving money to Israel to kill motherfuckers. We're giving money to Ukraine to kill motherfuckers. We're paying money to kill Iraqis and Palestinians and that would mean, over there, someone's saying the way we do about Mexicans or something. They're so evil. And look at what they do. Everywhere they go, they cause trouble. And me and you are sitting at the crib thinking, man, Joe, I ain't got nothing against you. I want
Right.
you to have a good day, man. I'm not that
Well,
guy.
let's take that southern border, for instance, Joe.
Yeah.
You got citizens that rightfully so, because of the damage being done, the
Yeah.
landowners or whatever, they're wanting to put a stop to it. Well, we've done this for hundreds of years. How about before we go to shooting the motherfuckers? How about maybe we set up rest stops and shit?
And help
And
somebody.
we got people sitting there going, "Oh, well, you're MS-13. No, you ain't getting in here."
Yeah.
If you do,
But
you're not going to get in here the way everybody else does. You're going to be vetted and shit like that.
yeah.
But by the
I mean,
same
if it's some credible threat there, a nigga got MS-13 on his face, perhaps. But generally speaking,
well, I mean, you can spot a real, or at least one that's got a history and that's been down and shit like that.
yes,
It's
then you
really
follow
hard.
him. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now you gotta. It's hard for me to argue with you now. But the shit that they say, like, we got to kill the abortions because they're bringing fentanyl in. We got to put the wall up. It turns out that what is it?
The
Less than 2.
CIA's been bringing that shit in for
Yes, less
generations.
than 2% of that shit.
Sorry.
Most drugs all come through conventional ways. It's not coming across the border as they would have you
Right.
fucking believe. Everybody's a rapist and drug dealer coming across.
most of it comes through U.S. custom fucking checkpoints.
Yes,
That are
massive,
fighting
90+%
paid
of
for.
it. Yes,
That are
man.
fighting fucking, and it's the same fucking politicians and judges putting our people in jail that ought to be swinging from the fucking lampposts that are
Yeah.
getting paid and fat off of it.
Yeah,
Our own
and we
government.
know the government has a history of bringing that shit in. They've been caught so many times bringing that
The
shit in, and no one's
CIA.
ever been punished. The CIA, no one's ever been punished. That crack shit, which destroyed us
CIA.
along with other shit, but it was so much time for doing crack, and we sold that shit because they pumped it in. They came in, they was pumping it to the black neighborhoods, and then they arrested us for selling it.
Well, hey, brother.
Crazy.
How dare they?
How dare they? How dare I
Right.
expect more from them? I should have expected such a thing. You know.
Well, the CIA was started and funded primarily by fucking cocaine
Rothschild.
and heroin fucking imports.
Oh no, I didn't know
Is the
that.
way they. Oh yeah, the CIA's been fucking importing fucking dope since its conception. Actually, before its conception. All right. And this is this is known by its common fucking knowledge. You know,
Guns for Contra. Remember Reagan got
and
caught giving guns, Iran Contra?
man, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Iran
You know,
Contra.
Yes, and
and
nobody, Oliver North, nobody
Oliver
did
North
time
took
for
the
that.
fall for that.
that poor dude was he was a sacrificial lamb.
Yes, agreed.
But Reagan lost his memory, remember?
Yes, we lost it.
That's what's fixing to happen to Biden.
Yes.
Fixing
And
to
Trump.
happen.
Yes.
Trump and Biden's going to lose their memory because they're old fucks.
If you want to win some money, every time Biden walks on the stage, bet me $20. I'm always thinking he's never gonna survive. He'll die before he gets off of there alive. Every time I'm thinking this is the one. This is the one. He's gonna trip and he's gonna die or break something. And oh man,
He
it's
reminds
gonna
me of
happen.
Mr. Burns off The Simpsons.
Yes.
Well, hey Joe, if we're going to do that betting on it, what are we going to do? Hit $100, and if there's not a winner yet, split it back. And,
split it up. We have to double it.
Or we're going to leave.
Man, we're gonna extend it, Joe. He won't last long. I guarantee
Hey, no,
you.
I'll run the bets with you. I just want to know how, until I can't afford to lose no more.
All right, we'll take it down to $5. Here's where I expect him to go. When he has to do some re-election shit and be running around doing campaigning, he'll die. I bet you.
I think
I keep
He
waiting.
can't even walk upstairs, let alone run.
Yeah.
I keep waiting for when he's coming down the stairs on Air Force One.
Is it you like me? I be just
Something
watching.
rolled out.
Here we go. That's how I be thinking.
Well, fuck, we'll run a pool on it then. Hell yeah. Hey, that's what we'll do, Joe. Fucking sell like Super Bowl fucking squares.
Yes, squares on what day, what event do you think is gonna happen?
What conference and shit. But
yeah,
hey, you gotta hand it. You gotta hand it to
February.
Yeah, go ahead. That his roof leaking because he ain't got no waffles on his canoe. But this motherfucker fell upstairs twice.
Twice.
Yeah, it's pretty impressive, right? Pretty impressive. If you're a West Wing fan, the very first episode, they all got notified. That's how you knew his staff was, chief of staff, his writers and shit, all their pagers. That's how old it is. It started going off. And the message they got was POTUS had an accident. And everybody was like, what's POTUS? And they would show how important they are. Oh, I work for the president of the United States. And they get back, and what happened was he fell off a bike. And then I see Biden fall off exactly like the West Wing. Like, this shit is scripted, bro.
Hey, I say the same thing a lot of the times.
Yes.
Look at the Matrix for one, and all the glitches and shit, the Mandela effects. There's been some shit come out lately that suggests that the Mandela effects is intentional manipulation by the government and shit.
I could believe that.
And to do on the masses and shit like that.
Yeah, to what end though? I've heard some good theories now, and I'm very skeptical, especially about shit like this. I've heard some good theories now.
To this end, you take a fella that thinks like I do, that thinks he can see this shit plain as a fucking writing on the wall.
Right.
And then you start making him question whether Aunt Jemima was an Asian that wore a fucking, or what, you know, or if Jiffy was, Jiffy was spelled Jiffy.
Peanut butter.
What I'm saying is they can make you question your reality.
And how does that benefit them?
If they can make you question,
it divides the population.
That too, but it's narcissistic behavior, gaslighting the whole 9 yards. If they can make you question your reality, knowing that you eat Skippy peanut butter, that it was Captain fucking Crunch, and
they say Skippy never existed. That'd be shitty.
Yeah, or Jeff. That it's
no, they
always
said Jeff was spelled different
with one F. And that it was never spelled with 2 F's, or even 3 F's and a Y. And I remember it being spelled Jiffy.
You don't think someone could have just made a mistake? Like, for instance, I remember the cornucopia in Fruit of the Loom. Everybody remembers that.
Or the Ford logo.
Yeah.
And they asked Fruit of the Loom, and they said there was never cornucopia, but people have went through their old clothes, and this chick found it, in her clothes, and now other people have found it too. But maybe it's just some new marketer. He asked somebody, the guy told him, no, this is where it's always been, and he didn't know. I wouldn't automatically assume nefariety.
But let's look at the movie, what was it, Shazam, with Sinbad?
Yeah, I remember that crap.
The Bernstein. They say that movie never existed. The Bernstein.
No, I don't know about the Bernstein. I can tell you the Shaq movie definitely exists.
Question their reality when you see the
Shaq movie definitely existed.
No, the Shaq movie did too. But there was one.
I mean, the other one, the Sinbad. That one did too.
Sinbad, that's it. Sinbad.
Yeah, he played a low budget Shazam or Genie. Yeah, it was really bad.
Yeah, it was really bad.
Genie top movie. And they wanted
so
to
let's
sell
assume you guys are right.
The one that they tried to sell us. Well, let's assume the namesake of this phenomenon, the Mandela effect.
Okay.
It was named after a man that was alive and the president of the country at the time. That when he died, people thought he had died 20 years earlier in prison. And
it's really weird to me because I'm one of the guys who followed him and knew he wasn't dead. When people called it the Mandela effect, I thought it was the weirdest shit in the world. I was like, why would y'all think he was dead?
I had to go research why they called it the Mandela effect. I had seen the shit with Jeff and a few other things, but I had to figure out, why they called it the Mandela effect.
Hey, here, let me blow your mind with this one if you haven't heard it. Smartest kid on the planet right now. He believes that the LHC, the Large Hadron Collider, over there in Europe, it's been down twice, famously down for 2 long periods of times. And both times, the kid believes that when they opened it, new particles flowed in, which it leaked in from a different universe, and therefore some of us would have memories of that one. Some would, some of us would, some of us wouldn't. Then it happened again.
I've heard that one.
And it's been, now they're saying that the third, this ain't the boys' theory, this is someone else's theory, is that the next time they open it, it's to communicate with someone on the other side. They think they have it specified, kind of like Stargate-ish, where they can determine who they're going to talk to on the other side. And they're supposed to call upon these powerful bad guys. And that's why they did that satanic ritual when they built the train that goes to the LHC. When they was out there with the Baphomet and shit.
Check out.
You saying Hellboy's going to be real?
Check out the
Hellboy. Yes, that was it, right?
Check out the
German Nazi
geometry.
shit in the beginning.
Check out the geometry of the Hadron Collider, the one you're talking about in Switzerland, and sacred geometry and ancient symbols. were
Yes,
used
I've
in
seen them
rituals in the
both. I haven't. I'll look at the geometry of the LHC again. I'm familiar with sacred geometry. I should.
There's YouTube videos out there showing the sacred geometry. Like I said, you can kind of search it, and
Yeah.
with the headline collider and several different big, mysterious shit. But I've heard all kinds of shit from multiple universes to where the collider destroyed one and now they're collapsing in on themselves.
Yeah. There's a good one.
And
Hawkins radiation. When we were
Not familiar.
kids and learned about black holes, they were saying nothing could escape from a black hole. Well, now they have a theory called Hawkins radiation. Shit's leaking out of black hole, and some people theorize that these particles don't belong here. The same thing that happens when molecules join together, they form different particles here with new shit. We don't know when they join with our shit what it will form, and it can be causing things like this. And you being partially in one universe where you remember this, and partially in this one where you remember that. Hawkins radiation. All right, I need to get off. I got work to do on this motherfucker. I was working before I came up here, but this has been very good.
Baby, it was good to see you, brother.
Have a great day, Joe.
Yeah.
I appreciate you
Take
coming up, man. Oh, it's your
I
birthday?
appreciate you guys, man. No. They say have a good day. They say.
Oh, okay. I thought you said that. I'm gonna offer you a spanking, brother.
Have a fucked up day.
Oh, fuck that. No one ever says that, damn it. All right. It's been great, man. It's really been great. I'll be talking about this all
Much
day, I
love, brother.
guarantee you.
Hell yeah, I appreciate you. Brandon, I hope shit gets better with you, brother.
Yeah, man, you stay out of trouble too.
Hell, if you need anything, hit that button.
All right, man.
All right, brother, be blessed. Hell, I appreciate you coming up, hanging out. I'll probably be doing this a little more often, so hopefully you can come hang out with us more.
Yep, now you can put a name with the face.
Right.
Or a sound with the face, or however that goes.
Nice to meet you, Brandon.
Yeah, man, you too.
All right. Oh, man. I appreciate you, brother.
Okay. We'll visit here a little bit.
Right. It was first and it was exclusive. You'll never find it on any other motherfucking channel. So,
yeah, you broke my cherry.
I told you I'd be your first, old man. You'd like it.
Where's my fucking $20 in a meal?
Well, we're working on that. Give me one more and I'll owe you two.
All right, I'll talk to you in a bit.
All right, brother. Much love. Thank you.
Bye.
Everybody appreciate you. Much love. Fuck around and find out, because you will realize one day you fucked around and found the fuck out. Until then.